Welcome to the Marketing Strategies for Drastic Results show. My name is Toni Harris-Taylor. I am your host, and I am the CEO and founder of Drastic Results Marketing and Sales Coaching, where I work with franchisors to teach their franchisees and friend development teams how to show up, be up, follow up to blow up. I'm also a Network in Action multi-unit award-winning franchisee with Network in Action, where we bring together business owners for connections, collaborations, community, coaching, so that they can make more cash. Today's show is all about branding and being branded, and the importance of branding, whether you're a solopreneur or a franchise enterprise. And so I'm going to talk a lot about why, me and my guests going to talk a lot about why you got to invest in your brand. Now, branding, first thing when you say branding, people think about the logo. What's the logo? And I have a fabulous logo. I have variations of it. I have this. See, drastic glasses, the S, the little hook in the middle. Ain't that clever? Thank you, Caitlin Penny, for coming up with this. It looks just like me. And so that's the first piece. What's the logo? Then it's the colors. Then it's the brand statement. What's the brand stand for? That's the most important piece. See, my brand is about being drastic and getting out your comfort zone so that you can be and have what you want. Everybody, I get messages all the time. I heard the word drastic today and I thought of you. Or they'll forward me an article where drastic is in the title. That's branding. And that's leaving a memorable mark with your audience so that they know what they can count on you for. So my clients, they know I'm not going to be talking about take some baby steps. That ain't me. I'm going to be talking about taking drastic steps and getting out of your comfort zone and doing the things that are necessary so that you can reach the people you're meant to reach. And so we're going to talk about branding from a aspect of how do you show up. Then we're going to talk about branding from an aspect of how do you stay behind, right? And our guest, Patrika Romano, my coaching client, is going to share her expertise about how you can take your brand and grow it so that it is global. And she's got some cool ideas. So we'll be right back with my guest, Patrika Romano.
Are you a franchisor grappling with how to stimulate your franchisees' growth and revenue? Are the phrases, "I'm not comfortable networking," "I'm an introvert"? Enter Toni Harris-Taylor, your answer to these challenges. With her expert guidance and program, you can empower your franchisees to conquer networking and community outreach. Toni's program is designed to equip your franchisees with the skills and confidence to show up to the right events with the right people. It goes beyond making connections. It's about nurturing and leveraging these relationships. It's about following up, collaborating, and generating leads and referrals to maximize conversions. and ultimately increased revenue for your franchisees and for you, the franchisor. Are you ready to unlock this potential? Reach out to us at 832-479-2088. Let's embark on this journey of growth and success together.
We're back with my guest, Patrika Romano. Welcome, a BHG Printing for Success. Welcome, Patrika.
Hello, Miss Toni.
You know, earlier I was thinking about you and I remember when I first met you, we were at a speed networking at Amarin Bank, and you just was such a ball of energy, to rival my energy. I was like, I love this lady. So I am so glad you're now part of our family. And so, in your own words, introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Patrika Romano, and I am owner of BHG Printing for Success. We are an apparel and graphics company, and we are here for you. I've been doing this for over 21 years. We've been in business since 1995, and I look forward to conversations.
All right. So, you heard my opening dialogue, which was all about being branded and why branding is important. And so what's your tagline there you got behind you, and describe what it means?
Okay, so get tagged, get wrapped, so you'll get noticed. With everything that we do here at BHG Printing, it is about branding your company, whether it's apparel, promotionals, or vehicles. So when you tag apparel or you tag promotionals, you're tagging your logo, your brand, and communicating who and what you do to the rest of the world. And then, of course, with vehicles, you're driving around as a 24/7 billboard, letting people know who you are and that you're available for them. So that getting tagged, getting wrapped so that you can get noticed is what that is about.
Okay, so let's break that down a little bit. Apparel, I get it, right? A t-shirt or a polo shirt, a hat. That part I get. But what about vehicle wraps? I mean, that's even like for a small business owner. Are you recommending that a small business owner wrap their vehicle? And if so, why?
I say yes to that because when we're on the road and whether it's personal or business, your audience on the road is a prospective client. So whether you're doing a back window graphic only, which is what I choose to do, I wrap the rear of my vehicle. It lets others know who are behind me, and I have a lot of people behind me when I'm on the road, letting them know who I am and what we do and that we're there for them. So and then of course you've got fleet graphics for major corporations, trade business owners, franchise owners, etc., that have their vehicles on the road, that let people know what they're doing, and whether it's a full wrap, a partial wrap, or just a simple logo on a door or the rear like I do, it's really up to the owner of the company to decide how much coverage they want and what message they're trying to relate to the rest of the world around them, because we're on the road a lot and there's thousands of people that are taking a look at that opportunity that you're presenting.
And you've done promo products for me. For my conference, you did my backpacks, which were beautiful, and they absolutely. I had some left over, and they are awesome gifts.
Excellent.
Yes, and then, but prior to a few years ago, I didn't understand the importance of promo products. Why spend money on something that may or may not seem to bring a return on investment? So can you talk about promo products and why they're important to a brand?
By all means, promo products, everyone loves the gadgets, the widgets that are available out there. When I go to a trade show, it's incredible how many people go and say, what you got to offer. And as a business owner myself, obviously, when I'm using promos, and I share this with my audience and my clients, and when I network, that promo products are there to tag who you are and what you're doing, and whether it is a small, inexpensive item all the way up to a thank you gift for that contract that you just signed, for example. These promo products are appreciated by the recipient. I just got through speaking to a new prospect 2 days ago, and she's a rather new nonprofit just this past January. She has not done promotionals, and I helped her understand your audience is what matters. And so you can have your small, inexpensive pen, eyeglass cleaner, a webcam cover that you can use as a thank you gift or an item at an event that you go to. You can leave it behind. It's leaving impressions. It's creating memories everywhere you go. And you can scale that up to a package gift. Let's say it's a pen, not a pen, a cup and a tote bag, for example. Someone spends $1,500 with you, and you would like to send them that upscaled, upgraded package in the mail, totally unannounced. It's a surprise gift, and they absolutely love it. Then you scale even further to where you have someone that's maybe signed a 5,000, 10,000 plus contract with you, and you want to send them that elevated, nicer gift. The ideas, there's so many things that we can talk about on what ideas would fit for that, but people absolutely appreciate these and they use them, and it creates that memory of who they received that gift from over and over and over. And then as I'm networking and as others are networking, they think, oh, you need a coach? I know who you can call. Oh, you need this? I know who you can call. Promotional products, hands down, you got to do it.
So I'm going to throw you a curveball here.
All right, do it. Ready.
So should the gift have my brand on it or their brand? And where's the more value? Ooh, that's a good question.
It's a good question. So I'm going to answer it from this angle. When you're doing your networking and you have higher quantities, lower cost, and you're connecting, you're making the efforts and you're looking for those connections, put your logo on it. But for those elevated gifts, for those thank you gifts, for those I appreciate you gifts, you can put your client logo and even your own on them, because it's a specialty item. It's a higher cost item. It's not necessarily hundreds and hundreds of dollars by no means, but you definitely can do both, because it shows them, you've been with me for years, or thank you for that amazing contract. I want to gift you with this. I've got several ideas already. I've got clients right now that I'm working with on that very, very, very angle, because you can do that.
Oh, that brought to mind somebody you need to meet, because prospecting gifts are really good too.
Yes, they are.
Sales and you are prospecting, why not send them something related to your business, but maybe branded for them. For instance, I could send someone a business card holder with their brand on it, and they would use it while they're networking, and it would remind them, like you said, who gave it. And I can put their logo on the front and mine itty bitty on the back, huh?
Exactly. That's the whole concept. Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. I love that. You just gave me some ideas as well. So then the wrapped, the tag. Now you and we had lots of discussions around that get tagged. What's that mean? I hear what you're saying, but how did you come up with get tagged?
When you're sitting back and you're reflecting on your business and you're thinking about how can I be different?
Mhm.
How can I have something that's going to catch someone's attention? It literally just came to me because in my eyes, we are tagging an item. It's no different than when you're out you're in the city and you see someone that's tagged a building, and it can be a beautiful artwork piece all the way to just a nice simple message that someone sprayed on the wall or not. Um, I just loved the way it flowed. We can tag apparel, we can tag promotionals, and obviously wrap vehicles. But it was just something that came to me. I loved how it rang. I loved that it was different. And I just thought it was effective.
Yeah, very good. Well, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to ask you the two questions we ask all of our guests. We'll be right back with Patrika Romano.
Thank you.
We're back with my guest and coaching client, Patrika Romano of BHG Printing for Success. So, Patrika, how long have you been an entrepreneur?
Over 20 years myself, full time.
Full time. Okay. How has networking helped you in your business?
And networking has truly, truly made a difference. At the end of the day, if you're just sitting in your office behind a computer answering phones and just handling what's coming at you, you just can't scale your company as effectively as if you are out in the marketplace and you're networking, you're creating connections, you're building relationships and rapport. And for me, it has truly been life changing. And it's not only the business that comes from it, but it's the friendships that come from it. It's those lifelong experiences that you have together. And then most importantly to me is I absolutely love giving back. So when you're talking with your client and or your friends and you're whether it's in the office or in networking and someone says, well, I need such and such. I love it when the bell goes off and I go, I know exactly who you need to talk to. And if I sat in my office and just stayed in my little bubble, I wouldn't be able to do those things. I wouldn't be able to make a difference and an impact. So networking has truly opened doors, not only professionally, but personally. And I will continue to do it. I absolutely enjoy it.
Well, the other thing is it personally. So you and I met at a business speed networking.
Mm-hmm.
You came to, we had a one-to-one. You came to my conference. And then next thing I know, you're my client. And then from there, we go to the Dominican together. And
Mm-hmm.
then from there, we're going to Denver. By the time this airs, we would have went to Denver together. All that from coming to a networking event.
Yes, exactly. That's relationships, that's connecting. And it's amazing when you go, you think you're walking in like I've done, that why am I here? What am I going to gain from it? And it is absolutely incredible that when you show up and you're open and you're willing and you step out of your comfort zone for some, it is amazing the epiphanies that you have. It is amazing the golden nuggets that you walk away with. And so exactly what you just said, I came to that conference with, in all honesty, I'm not sure why I'm here, but okay, let's go.
Actually, the week of the conference tried to push back.
I did.
I don't think I can make it. I said, oh, yeah, you coming.
I did. And I cannot say enough about what a life-changing experience that conference was. It truly opened my eyes to what I just didn't know. It helped me to face some of the fears that I had. And it opened doors to where we are today. Like you just said, not only did I sign up as a coaching client, but we went to Dominican together, and now we're going to a conference next week. And that's just the beginning.
And
There's
that's
so much
beginning.
more to come. And I am so thankful and blessed to be a part of your life and you being a part of mine.
I feel the same way. Before I ask the second question, I do need to take a pivot here
Okay.
because I want to talk about a little bit when you want to pivot and change your target market.
Yes.
So through our coaching, we have got clarity on who you want to serve.
Yes.
And I suggested that franchising be a part of that. And you said, I don't know nothing about it, but I trust you. So, how did you make that mental shift to pivot to change directions for your target audience?
First thing I did was sit back and look at where have I been and where am I today and what are my goals over the next 5 to 10 years and what's going to help me get there. So that
Mhm.
was not a question that could be answered in a moment. It took me some time to reflect. And then I said, okay, now let's take a look at who am I currently serving and where are my big pumpkins.
Mm.
I was told to read, suggested, recommended to read The Pumpkin Plan. It was
Mhm.
an eye opener. As leaders, we read, we learn, we're open to hear from others, and we grab golden nuggets along the way. So, with all of that coming together, I knew where I wanted to go. I knew where I wanted to arrive by over the next 5 to 10 years, and I realized that my current strategy wasn't going to help me get there.
Mhm.
So, pivoting over into, for example, the franchise space, if we will, everything we offer is everything that they use. They, all of their locations, even corporate, the franchisor, they need the apparel, the promotionals, they need the vehicle graphics. And quite honestly, I said to myself, man, why didn't I think about that before? I mean, that's the truth. So no matter how many years you've been in business, it's always evolving and growing. I'm always evolving and growing as a leader. And when you surround yourself by like-minded people and you're willing to be open to hear what they have to say, and you're willing to get out that book and read from others that have gone before you, I've gleaned so much in the last 2 years that shifting over and pivoting over to the franchise space, I'm thoroughly excited about where this is going to take us. I don't know where it ultimately is going to land, but I have confidence that there's going to be some amazing doors that will open, and I will thoroughly enjoy the friendships and the relationships that will evolve from it.
Yes, very much so. And that's the power of coaching because you don't know what you don't know. And like
Exactly.
you said, you're like, I could have had a V8. Why didn't I think of that? Well, first of all, God's timing's important. But
Yes.
second of all, you just don't know what you don't know. And that's why you hire somebody else who can see what you can't see. And so, again, I'm very grateful that you trusted me. And I'm
You're very
happy that
welcome.
we're on this journey into franchising together. Y'all watch out because together we are stronger.
We're together. I love
There's an
that.
inside joke about that. We won't get into it, but we are stronger
We
together.
are. I
All
love
right. So the last question is, what's the biggest drastic step you've ever taken in life or business?
the most drastic that I've ever taken would be quite honestly post COVID.
Mm,
Pre COVID, and all transparency, I was very reactive. as a business owner, and many will be able to relate to this. We get caught up in the weeds. We get caught up wearing too many hats, trying to do too much without asking for help. And we're just ping ponging. We're just reacting. Well, COVID comes along. And that was a huge wake up call for me. It was a moment in the crossroads of life where you stop and I asked myself, who am I? Where am I going? What am I doing? So with my drastic step, I ultimately decided this was the journey I wanted to stay on. So unlike the future, unlike the past, I was too afraid to open my hand and invest back into myself and into the company. So not only did I first hire a traction coach and took that leap of faith, then I transitioned into hiring you as my sales and marketing coach, and also a business development coach, and more and more and more that has come from that. So those drastic steps for me was coming out of a place of fear into a place of faith and confidence, and in believing who I was and who I am, and trusting in those around me to help me to just get stronger and better with who I am as a business owner and as an individual.
Love all of that. I love that. So, Patrika, you've been an amazing light in my life. That's also the other thing. When you coach with me or hire me, you become family. And she's got a twin sister. So I won't be the twin sister, at least not by looks, but definitely by energy and personality.
Yes.
And I'm just so grateful to have you in my life. Well, tell everybody how to get in touch with you.
Well, you can reach me at my email, patrika@bhgprinting.com. And my office line is 281-463-4374. And you can also find me on LinkedIn as well. I really look forward to meeting you. Let's set up a one-to-one. Let's connect, AKA a first date. And let's get to know one another, because I want to do what I can do to help you, not just within the branding space, but also with what I've learned as a business owner, what I've learned in my journey of life. How can I pay that forward? And then what can you share with me so that we can just continue to get stronger together? I love that. I love that.
Thank you so much, Patrika,
Thank you, Toni,
for being in my life. I appreciate you. We'll be right back after this message. All right, welcome back. Get your copy of Show Up, Be Up, Follow Up to Blow Up at showuptoblowup.com. That'll point you right to the Amazon page. And then if you want to connect with me, schedule a one-to-one at meetwithtonyharristaylor.com. Wasn't that a great conversation? The power of coaching, the importance of branding, how to stay memorable to your network, memorable to your clients, and then how to show up differently by having a strong brand. That was an excellent conversation with my girl, Patrika. Make sure you reach out to her if you have any questions. This is Toni Harris Taylor saying, take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow, and we'll see you next week. Bye. With Toni Harris.